Give us some good news, Lucas. What does the book Pagan Threat tell us to do, or what advice would you give us to sort of turn people back to the truth?
Well, look, I think your audience especially will be familiar with this term, is that we need a new apology. We need a new apologetic for this time period. Christianity won over pagan Rome because of the apologies of people like Justin Martyr and Jerome, offering a defense of the faith and, really combating some of the accusations against Christianity. For the first time, really in virtually, almost 2,000 years, we are seeing the church vilified for taking a righteous stand. In the past, Hollywood would have condemned the church of being holier than thou or goody two shoes or something like that. Now we're being called racist and bigoted as a result. We need a new apology. How are we going to do that? I think we have to return to primary doctrine. So I have a 7-step plan at the end of this book. Essentially, we return to primary doctrine. We unify around the truths of the major tenets of Christianity. We refuse to divide over secondary positions. I think we need to revisit, really to ramp up our work in evangelism. It's easier than ever to do evangelism today. All I got to do is pick up my cell phone, walk down to the street corner and say, hey, I make content, for social media. Can I ask you a couple questions about spirituality? And next thing you know, I'm talking to somebody about Jesus and able to share it with the world when I'm done. I think that, we have to recognize the average age of a pastor in America is 57, means that some of the places where young people are congregating are become harder and harder for pastors to be able to reach. It's college campuses, high school cafeterias, it's chat rooms online, Discord channels, TikTok lives, X spaces, gaming chat rooms. These all become very difficult to access. And so we need an intentional strategy that incorporates technology to reach this next generation. This is the COVID generation. They were birthed in isolation. They missed their proms. They missed dating. They missed hanging out with friends. They were, they grew up in their mom's basement, and a lot of them haven't left there. We have to think strategically to be able to reach them. These are people that have been, in many cases, embedded online, especially those that are probably the most fragile. And we have to figure out how to use the internet, I think, to be able to go where they are and be all things to all people to reach them with the gospel.